What is up, guys? I am Frank Macaluso here from Garageaholic, and I want to tell you two things. First, we're going to be working on power steering lines today. And second is I am wearing a Golden Girls t-shirt. Two mutually exclusive facts about me. So here we go. Here we are with all of our parts. And here we are with the car. Our radiator subassembly is fixed into position. Those two power steering lines go to this little radiator for cooling. We got to install our pump. We got to install the lines to the rack, and we have to find a spot for the reservoir. So let's do that today, shall we? What is the first step to any installation? Make sure you have all the components. We got a power steering pump, E92, drop-in replacement. Reasons it's not on, it's because I had to replace the oil pan. So now that I did the oil pan for the rear-wheel drive version, I can now install the power steering pump. And we can put this side that goes into the reservoir, and this side here, this banjo nut, I believe it's a 19mm banjo, that one goes to the rack. Alright, so this is the one hose that is the high pressure hose that goes from the, let's see if I can see it there. See this guy right here? Oop. It goes from the small one on the rack, it goes right to the pump. This banjo does not fit into this hole. This is a smaller banjo, and it's not meant for this banjo hole on the pump. So I'm just going to take the larger banjo from the E92, and I'm going to cut it. I'm going to weld it on to over here, and I'm just going to get it to fit. And that's going to take care of the pump to rack interface. Okay, front view looking in at the rack, that small one with the banjo bolt still in there is the one I'm concentrating on. That is the high pressure line from the rack to the pump, and it does a little bit of a curly cue, as you can see around here. A little bit of stress is being put on the rubber hose, but it really shouldn't make too much of a difference. I cut the line, and that is going to go right into the banjo on the pump, right like that, and we're going to give it a quick tack, and then we'll end up welding it up on our own, and that'll take care of the high pressure line. Okay, we're going to do something a little bit non-conventional. I don't typically do it this way because it is somewhat dangerous, but I've done this a couple times in the past, so I didn't really see too much of an issue with it. This guy, I did weld it on, but it wasn't in the exact same position that I wanted it to, so I just cut it off, and I'm going to re-weld it a little bit more at my leisure from a position standpoint. But I am going to remove this and weld the whole thing up and sand it down and make sure that it's all nice and straight and doesn't get too hot, because there is rubber on the other side, so we just need to tack and then just let it sit. So as you know, we want to maintain the existing stock mount location, and this line would need to be just like that because of the inlet and the outlet of the cooler. So having said that, I'll give you another angle here. Let me put it, actually, I think it goes in there. So that's where the inlet and outlet go. And as you can follow it down, you'll see I'm gonna wiggle that guy, and you can see where it would mate to the banjo on the rack. I just basically need to, let me see if I go over here. Yeah, it's maybe a little bit better. I need to connect A to B. So I do need a couple of bends, but I can do that. Okay, I sized everything up. I got my banjo here, I took it off of the rack, and I have a 45-degree, 3/8 inch stainless steel tube. I'm going to weld them together just like this. I've marked them as I position the hose, and I'm going to weld this, and then I'm going to install it. I'm going to mark the hoses again. I'll show you that next, and then this will be complete as well. Okay, so it's kind of hard to see, so I really can't get in there, but But what happens is this guy basically is right along the rack, just kind of like that. It's a little hot still, kind of like that. And then this guy's gonna come in underneath here, kind of like that, right? It's gonna do one of these deals, right? So now that I've got it kind of positioned where I think it needs to go, I'm just gonna take it out in that position. I know where it is in the rack, and I'm just going to size them up just like that. Where are you? There you are. Just like that. And I can now tack. Now, like I said about the rubber, gotta be really careful about tacking too much here. Maybe have a cold rag of water rag on outside of this to keep it cool. Now, none of these hookups are permanent, so I'm not doing them final, so everything is still kind of loose, and that's fine. I'm not going to start the engine. I'm going to take it out and do a cleanup of everything, including the engine bay, paint everything up, and then I'm going to re-put everything back in, and then I'm going to start it up for the first time. So right now, I'm just fitting everything in, and I've got it fit in. So this is the line right here. That goes right to the rack. It goes in that bottom one right down there. This top one here goes right here to the pump, and from the pump, bring that down, you can see there is a hose. There's a hose coming from the pump, that's a low pressure hose, and that goes right to the reservoir, and from the reservoir, it goes into this upper hose that goes into the cooler. So now I need to mount the reservoir, and as you can see here, it's going to fit really nicely anywhere in this local area. It's not going to interfere with anything, not the air intake. So I'm going to just devise a bracket that's going to basically mount just like that, and it's going to weld right to the wheel well housing. So bracket for the power steering reservoir. Be pretty self-explanatory. I got a piece of angle here. This is basically a 1x1 angle. I'm going to weld it right to the wheel well housing right there. I got to cut the angle off so it has a nice straight edge, and this guy will end up just getting welded right to that. Drill my holes. I've identified my hardware here. This is my hardware. It's going to go through the hole, and on the underside of the bracket we'll have these puppies welded, so it'll just be a screw through. Yeah, I'll guide you guys through that, but there won't be much explanation. There'll just be a lot of time-lapse montage. Alright guys, hey, that was it for today. Thank you so much for joining in. We did our power steering lines, our power steering reservoir. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Next time we will be working on exhaust. A very exciting segment of any swap is the stainless steel exhaust because it looks pretty and you make a lot of progress relatively quickly. So, my name is Frank Macalusa from Garageaholic. If you like this video, if you like this channel, please like, subscribe, tell your friends, and comment. I respond to every single comment, and if I don't, shame on me. Thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in, and until next time, later.